Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Match reaction, Ipswich 0, Arsenal 4. We got the big win as expected. My prediction was Ipswich 1, Arsenal 4, so I predicted us to get 4 goals, but I thought Ipswich would get a goal. They didn't even manage a shot on target. I think we had like 24 shots and Ipswich had like, I don't know, very few, but on target, they had 0 shots on target, and you had like 12 corners, they had 0. So in terms of attacking wise, they didn't threaten us at all. Now, maybe that's a combination of them obviously just knowing they're getting relegated and not putting too much. I actually thought they would put more, because they've not been officially relegated yet. I thought they'd put more pressure on us and try to score a few goals, but there was literally nothing there. And Saliba and Kevin, those guys looked very comfortable. And obviously we rotated the defense with Zinchenko playing on the left side, Ben White coming on the right side. We made a few changes. Tierney played there as well in the second half. So very good win. Got the clean sheet another big win. So after the Real Madrid game, the game that you'd have wanted is against, Southampton or Leicester or Ipswich. You got Ipswich, and this was the perfect game. We were comfortable. Players are creating chances. We were finishing chances. A few of them were missing those chances in the first half. We'll talk about it. We'll do the player ratings later. But before even I get into the actual game, I just want to say MERINO and Declan Rice were absolutely incredible today once again. Now, MERINO played in midfield today, and you could see that he's a midfielder. All these years he's been a midfielder, because I think he made 6 tackles in that game, most of them in that first half. The way he was making tackles and winning the ball back, and he was winning the ball back in very dangerous areas, because we get the ball and then he gives the pass to like Saka, and then we're on the attack right away. And the chances he created with the flick for the assist for Martinelli and the chance he created for Saka, today only MERINO could have had a game where he has like 6 tackles. I think I saw something like 8 or 9 ground duels won, plus something like 3 assists. That's how crazy his stat line would have been today. Like, he was contributing attacking wise and defensive wise. And Declan Rice, he was moved back from the 8 to the 6, and the way he played there as well, the interceptions, the tackles, the duels, incredible players. The reason why I'm confident for PSG is because of those 2 players. It's not even because of the other players in the team, because of those two players, because I need us to bully them in that midfield, the likes of Joao Neves. But we'll talk about that when that time reaches. So the lineup today, we went with Ryan goal. We actually went with a very strong lineup. I did not want a strong lineup. I wanted Timber on the bench. I wanted Saka on the bench. I wanted Rice on the bench. And I wanted, who was the other player? I wanted Lewis Skelly on the bench. So I would have rested 4 or 5 players, as I said in the preview. So we actually didn't do that. We rested a couple. Lewis Skelly is rested. We went with Zinchenko at left back, no problem with that. We rested Timber, went with Ben White at right back, no problem with that. Kevin Saliba played. Didn't really have a problem with that as well, because you need to continue building that relationship heading to the semi-final. Hopefully against Crystal Palace, at least one of them, especially Saliba, can get subbed off, because he's played so many games. But whatever, they were very comfortable today. Didn't have much to do, but whatever they had to do, they actually did very well. So Kevin and Saliba at centre-back. And then in midfield, we went with, surprisingly, Partey didn't play. He's suspended for the PSG game. I thought he'd play both of these Premier League games. But I think what Arteta is doing is he's trying a different midfield, because Partey is going to be suspended for that game. So his eye is definitely on the PSG game, because that Rice, MERINO, and Odegaard midfield, I think that is what you're going to see against PSG, because Partey suspended, and he tried it today. I don't know if he's going to try it again against Crystal Palace, or he's just going to rotate again and try something different. But MERINO once again and Declan Rice, fantastic. Because this year alone, from January, the number of positions that MERINO has played, I saw him playing as a number 10 in one game. Same with Declan Rice. They're playing 6, they're playing 8. MERINO is playing striker. It's incredible. Like, I think each of them has played 3 or 4 positions for us this year alone. And then up front, Martinelli, Trossard, and Saka. So I guess Arteta was trying the formation that he's going to play against PSG in a couple of weeks' time, because when MERINO moves to midfield, it's going to be Trossard up front. And when I saw the lineup, I was like, okay, we are going to definitely get those 4 goals and maybe a clean sheet, because maybe even more, because the players are confident. We've just beaten Real Madrid, and they're going to be up for it. And Ipswich, they've been conceding a lot of goals this season. We are going to get chances. And right away from the 3rd minute, the neat play, this reminded me of 2023 season. Zinchenko and Martinelli playing some good football on the left side. One touch pass, Martinelli holds up the ball, gives it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko cross pass to Odegaard. Odegaard top pass to Trossard. Literally reminded me of the 2023 season. We started like moving the ball so well. By the 7th minute, minute, we already had 95% possession. Ipswich were not getting on the ball at all. Trossard had a shot that I think was blocked by MERINO, but we got a corner from that. Then Declan Rice just started dominating that midfield alongside MERINO. Ipswich were getting the ball, Rice tackle. Ipswich get the ball, MERINO tackle in that midfield. It was just stuff of dreams, man, stuff of dreams. And Odegaard was getting on the ball more, but obviously need to get a goal. And we did it early on, 13th minute, very, very good goal. Trossard did the way it was worked from Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard got the assist, but he's the one who got the last touch. But Saka is the one that did a lot in that cross, but he got the touch, and then Trossard finished it well in between the defender's legs. So 1-0 to us, and that was our 100th goal of the season. Not as many as would have wanted it to be, but yeah, 100th goal of the season to make it 1-0. And from then on, we were just very comfortable. Ipswich not getting on the ball. MERINO had a bad miss from a header. Saka, that first half alone, I think MERINO could have had 3 assists and Saka could have had a hat-trick and like 2 assists. Like, we were creating so many chances. And this is like the first time I'm seeing MERINO missing. It was from a corner, but this is like the first time since MERINO started playing as a striker that I've seen him miss like a big chance. That corner from Saka, the MERINO headed right in front of goal off target. That was a bad miss. And then once again, if you go and watch that, if you didn't watch that game, or if you don't remember, just go to the 25th minute of that game and see the way Rice and MERINO are making tackles. Like, you could tell, like, these guys are proper. They've played number 6 for a long time, and they're the ones who are scoring goals for us. Like, how crazy that the defensive midfielders are the ones that are winning games for us as well. But the way they love getting involved in duels and tackles and all that, fantastic. And then came the second goal in the 28th minute. Martinelli this time. Saka need to work on the right side, crosses the ball. MERINO flicks it towards Martinelli, and Martinelli scores once again. I remember like 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, I put a post on YouTube, on Facebook, all that, and I said that I hope Martinelli has a good end to the season because we really need him. He scored right after that, and then he obviously scored against Real Madrid, and then he scored today, and he's actually playing well. So hopefully he can keep on the form going because we will need him against those in those PSG games. And then the bad tackle. Why had I even forgotten about that bad tackle? Now, that is the reason why I didn't want players like Saka to play. Because did you see that tackle on him for the red card? That's a bad challenge, disgusting challenge. Davis, stamps on his Achilles and could easily have hurt him really badly, and you could see he had ice at the end of the game. That was a dangerous tackle, and he got the red card rightfully. So that's the same referee that gave Rice a red card, by the way, last year against Brighton. Last year at the beginning of the season. Bad tackle. And I was thinking, come on, did you see the way Martinelli was tackled last week in the Premier League against Brentford? No red card in that game. I think it was Jansen or someone, or I don't remember who exactly the Brentford player. But yeah, one of them, Yanel to someone. But it was a bad tackle, and they only got a yellow card. This week, finally, they do the right thing because that is a bad challenge on Saka. And, I'm usually scared of playing such players in a game like this when you have a semi-final coming up because of those kind of things, those kind of challenges, But anyway, then the last 10 minutes of the first half, it was now just Saka getting chance after chance and missing chance after chance. The first one, it was his own making, very, very good work on the right side, gets into the box, whips with the left foot, almost went in. Fantastic shot, fantastic effort from him. And then literally 1 minute later, MERINO, the fantastic pass once again, kind of like the same pass he gave to Saka against Real Madrid the other day. But this time, Saka puts it off target, one-on-one chance. I wish he tried the same thing he did against Courtois, a dink or a clever finish or something, but that was a bad miss. You can't be missing that. That's a really, really bad miss. And then MERINO once again with another fantastic tackle. And then Saka had another chance, this time from a Trossard chance created. Saka with an opportunity with his right foot from a cutback. He misses the target once again. That is my problem. Those 3 shots, none of them went on target. That is actually, you can miss a chance, but at least have it and shoot it, and the goalkeeper makes a good save or something, no problem. Or you fluff it and it goes, it's not a powerful enough shot and the goalkeeper saves it easily, that's fine. But the bad miss, because he has to score from there and he put it off target, bad misses. But wherever, we are still leading 2-0. I wanted the third goal there so he can sub off players at halftime, including himself. And then in this game, another thing we did in this game is a lot of good short corners. We actually didn't just whip the ball into the box like we usually do. We had a lot of good short corners, and like 3 or 4 of them led to very good chances, and one of them led to a goal. Right from the beginning of the second half, we were trying something different, and then we made our first couple of changes. Saka went off, Nonei came on, Merino went off, Lewis Kelly came on. You can tell Merino is very important in this team right now. If he's getting subbed fast, it's very, very important. You're going to really need him. Odegaard had a other shot that was saved. Odegaard in the second half was really controlling everything. I think in the second half, that is like the best we've seen Odegaard play for a few months now. He was really controlling everything. He hit the post. I think he created 5 or 6 chances in that game, which is, so that is the thing. This team is very good. I love this team very much. As I said, I don't want any of them to be sold. I want us to add to the squad and have a bit of rotation next season. But there's still that thing about missing chances. Like today, even if you take 3 more chances, it's 7-0. Because Saka had 3 chances, he has to score 1. Odegaard hits the post, not his fault. That could easily have been a goal. Odegaard himself created 6 chances. We know where do all those chances go. That cross from Saka for Merino, that header from the corner, that could have been another goal. There could have been so many goals in this game alone. Butler Deji came on, had a shot, it was saved. But let's talk about the third goal first. Another very good short corner. Well worked from Odegaard and Rice, another thing Odegaard was involved in. And then Trossard with a fantastic, took time, let the defender faked a shot and then to his right side. Fantastic finish at the far post. That's the first time he scored 2 goals in a game for Arsenal. So that is great. I personally still think Trossard and Martinelli will definitely help us. They don't have to start games next season. This season, they're going to be very important for us. If you're going to win that Champions League, both of them have to be scoring goals and all that. We're going to really need them. But going into next season, I don't want any of them to be sold. I want them to be part of the team, even if you sign Nico Williams, even if you sign Gyökeres, because having the option of playing Martinelli one day and then playing Trossard another day and then having another wing another day, that will really help us. And Trossard today was playing as a false nine, and I think he played really, really well. So having those players that can play different positions is not that easy to get. We made another sub, Tierney and Sterling coming on for Rice and Gabriel Martinelli. Oyedeji, finally, I was really begging to see him this past few games, but today, best chance, 3-0 up. Oyedeji comes on, Trossard goes off. Odegaard hits the post. Oyedeji actually has a chance, a very good shot on the turn that is saved from the goalkeeper. I was thinking, okay, I wanted a 4th one because you're playing against 10 men and you're creating so many chances. And the 4th one finally came. I thought it was going to end 0-0, or 3-0, sorry, not 0-0. That would have been a disaster. Nonei with the deflected shot, they gave him the goal. That is his 9th goal of the season, but it was very heavily deflected. But neat work, 4-0 to Arsenal. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'm happy, very happy with that result. Got the 3 points. We're now 9 points ahead of Newcastle. We've created the gap there because Newcastle lost and we've won. And Nottingham have gone all the way to 6th. You know, Nottingham is the team that I was looking at 2 weeks ago. Like, can we create that gap? Now they're 6th. So we are looking at Newcastle, but now they're 9 points ahead. I would expect us to beat Crystal Palace in midweek. And then after that, I can't lie, the focus just turns to the Champions League, because by then Liverpool would have won the league and we'll be like 9-10 points ahead of 3rd place. It will be all eggs in the Premier League basket. I want to see the players like Butler Deji getting more chances in the Premier League. Player ratings. Mariah, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 in terms of confidence and going forward and and calling for the pass. He is incredible. He is a very confident goalkeeper. I love Raya this season. He's been fantastic. He didn't have a save to make at all. But in terms of the passing, it's easy to fall asleep and lose concentration and no one is taking a shot, but he was always involved in the game and all that. 7 out of 10. Kivio, same, didn't have a lot to do. There's one time that that guy went past him very easily and Kivio didn't have the pace to catch up, but he wasted the cross. So Kivio, 7 out of 10. I'm going to give Saliba an 8 out of 10. He did make a few good challenges and a few good tackles and bullied Hurst and Delap. I think Delap when he came on. 8 out of 10 for Saliba. I think that is fair enough. Ben White, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Got forward well. Comfortable game for him as well. Didn't really have a lot to do. 7 out of 10 for Ben White. Zinchenko, I'm going to give him a 7. He played at left back. He also played in midfield. And then, wait, who came on? Wait, because I saw Zinchenko, who came on first? Merino went off, MLS came on. So when MLS came on, MLS went to left back. Zinchenko came to midfield to play in Merino's position. So yeah, Zinchenko's playing in Merino's position and he played really well. And I think I also saw him, Lewis Kelly, coming back to central midfield after Rice came off, and I saw Zinchenko in that position as well. 7 out of 10 for Zinchenko. Merino, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. If I was giving halves, I would have given him an 8.5. If Saka was able to convert that chance, this would have been like a 9 for Merino because it would have been 2 assists. Those tackles, and I think he got involved in, I don't know the exact numbers, but when I checked that around the 48th minute, he had like 10 ground duels already involved in, and he had won like 7 or 8. And yeah, I also saw some numbers in terms of aerial duels. I don't know the exact number, but tackles, aerial duels, ground duels, and still is able to hold up the ball very well and create chances. He's becoming very important. Now, I remember a lot of people were saying Merino is a bad signing. He is not. It felt that way for people because he didn't sign a striker, and Merino and Calaferi didn't hit the ground running immediately. That's why it felt that way. But as I've always said, you cannot judge a player coming from Spain, and not just Spain, anywhere, but a player who's coming from abroad and within 2 months you're like, nah, this is a useless signing. No, right now Merino is like our most important player, incredibly. I personally also don't know how it has happened, but it's really important, both defensive wise, both and attacking wise as well. Fantastic. 8 out of 10 for him. Same with Declan Rice. He had more of the tackles as well, the interceptions in midfield. There's a tackle he won early in the game, and and I think I wrote it down as well. It was the Rice tackle was 12th minute, very early. The ball like 50-50. Rice makes a challenge, wins it. He's a very good player at that. Odegaard, I'm also going to give him an 8 out of 10. Could easily have scored today, hit the post, had another one that was saved. He created 6 chances. On a different day, he has 2-3 assists. Get me a striker in this team, and you will see players like Saka and Odegaard will have like 15 assists next season. But I still need Odegaard to obviously score a few more goals in his game. And this one has not been great for him. That one I definitely agree on. Let's go to the wingers. Saka, 6 out of 10. He created a few chances. That's why it's a 6. I would have given him a 5 because 2 of those chances that he missed, especially the first one, was terrible. But because he created that chance for Merino from the corner, and he also created the goal for Martinelli. For Martinelli, yeah. Okay, the one for Trossard, the one that was faked by Odegaard, it came from Saka. So Saka was actually involved in both goals, as always. He crossed the ball and then someone else got to it. The pre-assist, that is what Saka did today twice. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for that. But the missed chances, we have to punish those. Martinelli, 7 out of 10. He scored. Good goal. He was always involved. He was, again, another player who's going to be very important against PSG. Trossard, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Got a double. 2 very good 2 finishes, good finishes. The second one was better, very, very good. And he also created a chance for Saka, could also have had an assist. So all of these players, Saka could have had 2 goals, 2 assists. Trossard could have had 2 goals, 2 assists. All of them are really creating chances for each other. Off the bench, I'm going to give Nwaneri 7, came on, scored, fantastic player. Cheney 6 out of 10. Oyedeji looked lively, 7 out of 10. Sterling 6 out of 10. There's a time he had a chance to shoot the ball. He should have shot it. I don't know why he didn't. Actually, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. I was surprised the lineup. I wanted to personally rest Saka, so that is why I didn't agree. But going to be interesting to see which kind of lineup he goes for against Crystal Palace, because I wouldn't want to see the first team again against Crystal Palace. But let's see. 8 out of 10. It worked. He scored 4 goals. He kept a clean sheet. We haven't kept a lot of those recently. So 8 out of 10. So my man of the match, I'll put a poll as usual on YouTube. Make sure to vote. It will be between Merino, Rice, Odegaard, and maybe Trossard. So the 4 of them. But yeah, let me know your man of the match. Let me know what you made of the game. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.